Hi, Jason. How
Hey,
are
Kat.
you?
Good, thank you.
Good. Well, I just wanted to take the time and say thank you for hopping on the Cat Chat podcast and be willing to find that time any day to talk about your latest movie.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for this opportunity. I was looking forward to it. I spend my days in development and working with different production companies. Yeah, today was a little busier than usual. So my apologies.
No, all good. Well, but I'm a teacher myself, so my day goes down all day. I come home, take care of my kids, and here I am hopping on my podcast.
Well, thank you so much. Would you like to talk about Hallmark movies? Are you a fan?
Yeah, I want to talk about the holidays. So I myself love Christmas movies, and I just brought upon to myself watch Christmas movies, and I was real blues, and I will hop on my podcast account, go live, talk about it, throw the cards good in the middle of the road, not so good. But I was just telling my entrepreneur, there's not one Nikki Delos movie that I
Oh,
cannot not like. All
oh,
of the movies spectacular, fantastic. She knows how to bring it. So tell me about the holiday story and your directing experience with the cast.
yes, I'm a huge fan of Nikki DeLoach. Luckily, I had the opportunity to work with her on a movie called A World Record Christmas. And that was one that we made last year.
That's
And
another favorite of mine. I was
oh,
my heart.
she's so good. Nikki DeLoach is so good at playing amazing emotion, and she's so heartfelt. As a person, she's very, very kind, very giving, extremely smart. And she comes at the script not just as an actor, but also as a writer, as a creative. So she contributes a lot more than the average actor. It's very much a partnership when I work with Nikki DeLoach. And I found working with her on A World Record Christmas helped working with her again on our holiday story because we knew what to expect and we both put our hearts and souls into making these movies. So
Definitely.
she was wonderful, and you can tell,
Yeah,
like, so many people like yourself really can tell that she puts the time in and she truly cares about the movie she makes, much like me. It's all about how do we elevate it and make it better. There's so many Christmas movies, as you said, that are middle of the road. But I find my job and Nikki's job is how do we really make something that's going to touch people's hearts?
definitely, definitely. Like when I saw the preview of a World Record Christmas, I was like, this is my favorite movie because Nikki was Lucas. I'm like, okay, this gotta be good. I'm a special needs mom myself, and I
Yes.
am a deaf hearing teacher, so I could relate with a spectrum of disabilities or special needs. And that movie, I was like, I knew it would be something near my heart. I could relate. And Nikki herself is also a special needs mom with her son. And and it's just spectacular. I mean,
Yeah. My
she
favorite movie.
excelled, and I know all of the actors jumped along with the director, with the writers, with the producers, and to come into one, and to make sure that movie is not a background movie or a middle in the road. I've seen a couple of those this year. I'm like, hmm. But if you I was like, oh. I was so looking forward to the holiday story. I liked how it flowed, like with the parents, and then they do a flashback of how they met. But there was one line in the movie that, whatever you do not ask my parents how they met. And he did. And then it goes down to, what is it like to direct that kind of movie? How to do, like, incorporate the shot, the angle, or the moment of a private or important scene.
Yes, I found some movies are more complex than others. And I found with our holiday story, because of a parallel timeline, so I'm dealing with past and present, I had to make sure the audience understood what was happening. So I developed transitions that would swish pan left and swish pan right, like reading a book. And once I hit on the idea, like reading a book to transition into past and then forward in back to the future, um, the style developed because they look somewhat similar. 10 years apart is not a long time. So I really had to think how we could develop it and also work with the costume designer and also work with the production design to help separate the timelines. So complex, but I'm glad that it worked for you and worked for a lot of the audience out there. I was a little worried, but I think it worked.
Yeah, it just depends on some movies. Sometimes people just like, okay, they get the story, but they're like, okay, I would be more interested in seeing this develop. This one's good too, but it's just like, I was like, this movie was just fine for me. I mean, I got along with it just fine. And I like how they both share both stories and how they overlap because both of them are similar stories and similar connection, like fate, destiny. Oh, I came here, but you were gone. Oh, I had a meeting, and now the daughter and the boyfriend. It was just God. I think it worked out really good. I can't
Oh,
speak
thank
for
you.
others, but that's just me. I mean, like I said, every Nicki movie knocked it out of the park for me.
Yeah, she's so good. When you watched it, did you cry at any point? Did you my job, I love it
Yeah,
when I
like
know
basically, I'm like, oh, that's so cute. No, don't leave. Or something like, why did you tell him you're Eleanor? That's not gonna be, no, no. And then when he found out she's Eleanor, I was like, here we go. It's a Hallmark movie. It's gonna be happy at the end, but how? I don't know. Just keep watching. Just keep watching. But I did cry and I had a little heartburn with A World Record of Christmas because there
yeah.
was a special moment with the son and the dad, like the library. Oh,
Yeah.
the library. I was like, Dad, how come all of these books are about me?
Oh,
And then
that
at the
one's
end, when he
mhm.
was like, you're my dad, this is your spot. And the real dad was like in the background. I was like, what? I'm sorry to say, but he's the third dad. I mean, he's the father. Nah, it's what it is. So I really liked it, and I really liked how they like pinpointed the issues and show people out there that it's real. It's not
Yeah.
just something made up.
Yes, exactly. Working on oh, and I do love all the Hallmark movies I do, but A World Record Christmas is so dear to my heart and it was so special. And I had to cast a lead actor who was on the spectrum and finding an actor to
Yeah,
Ias. Yeah,
yeah,
he is brilliant. He is so good. I thought he should have won an award for his acting. He really is amazing. And he got me teary-eyed on set because he's so innocent and he's yeah, just really special, a very special, amazing actor, and worked well with Nikki. So Nikki works extremely well with children. As you know, she's a mom, and she brings that to these roles when she plays these roles. It's
yeah,
yeah, it's Nikki's fantastic. I have a few others that I've worked on recently. I worked on one called Scouting for Christmas with Tamara Mowry and
yeah.
Scouting for Christmas. Um, Wonderful lead, very spiritual, big heart. So I'm blessed that I get a chance to work with such talented, amazing women that are so incredible. I've lucked out. Some of the men, sometimes they're okay, but it's mostly being driven by these female roles, and they work so hard to deliver everything to the Hallmark audience.
Yeah, I also like scouting recruitment too. I like the banter and I like the back and forth and the daughter should like, it's okay, mom, you can go ahead, I'll be okay over here. And then she's like, so there's that movie where the kids are just spectacular and die. Whoever the lady man, not the die of this one, she or
Yeah,
he and I talked with Nikki about her movies and her work, and I was just very amazed on the start of a world record Christmas because I know some kids have a specific schedule or specific time where they can't overdo or they're
yes,
like, oh, no, I'm done. I'm not doing this
yes,
today, you know. So I was just really amazed how Lucas and Nikki were able to work with him and make sure he feels comfortable, safe, including though tell me a little bit more about your experience because you, a director, you tell people what to do and that. So how does that connection with Aidan along with the rest of the cast, her following, making the movie?
yes. It's interesting working with a lead actor who is autistic. I found AIS sometimes when I auditioned for the parts, I had the opportunity to meet so many incredible, talented kids on the spectrum, and they all have like a rule book. So some were like no loud noises, or I need, I need my space. I need to be alone at lunchtime. And AIS, yeah, he got overwhelmed once during a little bit, and it was only one scene, a skating scene at a rink, because voices echo and it was very loud. So the ice skating rink was probably one of the harder scenes to do. But again, he always my technique when I direct is that we always have a sense of play, and I like to joke and I like to have fun. And that's why, like Nikki, I get along with kids so well. And he was always comfortable. AIS playing that role was always very comfortable, and again, just did a wonderful job. And it was a true story, which for me meant so
Yeah,
much that it was a true story. Hallmark doesn't do many true stories. I don't think so.
that
Not like,
many just very blue pick here there the truth those like with grief or family heirloom or
yeah,
those just very blue. Yeah, so I was a true story. So I looked it up. I was like, oh my goodness. Yeah,
yeah.
you wanted a award. Maybe I should start a petition about that.
The actual teenager who broke the Guinness World Record, he is in the movie. So we gave him a role. He comes up to a table and he buys a block, a wooden block. So he got his cameo. The real teenager.
Awesome. That's so
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, he did so well. I was so proud of him. I'm hoping Hallmark does more movies like that, more movies having autistic leads
Yeah.
and stories that are that important, I think, to be told. So I'm really hoping we do more of those. I do have one more Christmas movie coming out this Thursday. A Reason for the Season, starring Taylor Cole and Kevin McGarry. Do you know Kevin? You're familiar with his
Tell
work?
me for that one. I like those two words. So let's see what happened.
Kevin's
Happened.
wonderful. Yeah, he's very talented. Taylor is fantastic. Together, they look so beautiful together. They're such good-looking people.
Awesome.
That it's
I wasn't a huge fan of when it called The Hurt until recently, and I binged through the whole season. And then when Kevin came in, I was like, and I liked Oliver Christmas movie too, so I could tell you the very talented. talented actor and a very genuine man from what I've
Yes.
heard from other people and other podcasters as well.
Yes, I've been lucky enough that with a lot of the male leads, the men also again are just really nice, good people. That's what I like about doing Hallmark movies. I get the opportunity to give the world a big hug. You know, it's
Definitely.
feel good. It's such a good vibe. I can kids can watch it. There's no violence. You know, I do feel that in today's world movies like Hallmark movies do a very good thing for people.
Yeah.
Uh, yes, I'm glad to be part of the Hallmark family.
Of course. Yes, I agree with all the movies like and how they are trying to incorporate more diversity of
Yes,
people and more people with disabilities. So like Color My World with Love with Benjamin Aries and Erica Dorn. I was very impressed with that movie with the two talented young actors and I was like that movie's amazing and people need to be able to see that. Like people on the spectrum or people with some kind of disability, they'll judge them because they never know if they have a hidden talent. Like I myself a deaf and wholly hearing individual and I teach public schools and I don't have a hidden talent, but you know, out
you could
there,
act.
it's really nice to see that when Hallmark can branch it out and bring in more diverse and creative young talent.
Yes. So, have you ever acted? Have you ever been on stage?
Oh no, but I'm like telling each of my guests on the podcast. So if you ever need a sidekick or like a cousin or a sister or something like that, sure, a love interest, there's a few specific people that I wouldn't mind doing a, no, an act with. So lately, I find a little bit of like a creative block or creative, like I would watch a Christmas movie or some kind of movie. I'm like, I need to act that out. So I would come up with these ridiculous, just for fun, weird, where I would act out a scene between two actors going back and forth. And all my friends were like, oh my God, you are hilarious. You gotta keep doing that. I was like, I'm not gonna do that for every Christmas movie or every movie, but I've done it with the Three Groomsmen, with Tyler Hines, BJ Britt, and Jonathan Bennett. And I
Yes.
just did a crazy reel from what was that movie? They're telling me.
Yes.
So it's
Yeah.
good in there, but it's what it is.
Who is your favorite leading man? Is it Taylor Haynes? People
Tyler
love
Hines.
Taylor
Yeah,
Haynes. He's
Tyler
the bad
Hines.
boy of Hallmark.
He's my number one.
Is
But
he?
now I have to watch the groomsman. I'm like, I'm having a dark crush on BJ Britt. Sorry, Tyler, but you're still my number one. But I'm starting to like BJ Britt. He's coming. He's getting into the Hallmark world. I mean, there's a
Yep.
lot of talented leading man actors like Andrew Walker.
Yeah.
And I like Paul Campbell.
Hmm.
Many of them. I mean, a lot of OGs like Lucas Bryant, Brandon Elliott. There's so
Yes.
many, so many. So
I,
I
I
like them all.
I did a movie last year called Miss Christmas Comes to Town with Erica Durance and Brandon Elliott.
Yeah,
And
that was a
it was
really good movie too. That was very touching, very
very
good movie
touching.
too.
Yeah, that one for me also was, a little tear jerker on that one. Yeah, again, like they're all such good actors, and I like the fact that Hallmark, it's like the old studio system from the 1950s and 1940s, that Hallmark has these actors that they love to work with, and
So,
they use them all the time. They're wonderful.
yeah,
Yeah, Brendan Elliott's very good. Yeah, such a
yeah,
good.
he is very good. I mean, it's just like I like him a lot. What they teach about, and when I found out they were doing a new movie, I was like, yes, finally. But I'm acting Hallmark. Please, they need to do another All In live. movie. It could be a Christmas movie. It could be another movie that involving, a baby or something. Because that movie was one of my favorites back then, the whole in love series.
Yeah, it's everybody's excited about the sequel to Three Men and a Baby. Oh, yeah, that one
Oh,
I think is
the
gonna
right
go.
thing.
Yeah.
About the handy that everybody should like. I kind of knew it would come. I was like, come
Oh,
on,
Three Wise
please,
Men. Yeah.
just give us something. And I'm like, okay, my theory is they're all gonna be protecting their mother who finds love. But we'll see how that turns out. Or who loses the title in this one.
We shall see. Do you watch all the Hallmark movies? Like
Yeah.
every one?
Pretty much that. That's my escape. I mean, I gotta do something when I get home from work. I make sure my kids are happy. Bed, got bit snack, done with the homework. You good? You good? Good. I will watch Hallmark, or I will binge on something else to shut my decompress, my de-stress. I've seen everything a Hallmark movie. Yeah, pretty much.
It's funny. I direct usually about 3 to 4 Hallmark movies a year, and my biggest critic is my mom. So my mother always tells me, she dissects
Oh
the
my.
script and tells me if she likes the actors and if the plot worked. So she's also one of my co-writers. We write scripts together, my mom and I. So
That's
it's
really
a very
cool. That's really nice.
it's a very creative family. So my dad likes to draw and paint. My mother likes to write, and we've had a few Lifetime movies made as well.
Yeah.
So it's yeah, lots
And
of fun.
one question. How did you get into the world of directing? What inspired you to become a director?
I've always been a storyteller. Ever since I was 8 years old, I would make comic books and I would draw and I would tell stories. So even at a very young age, I always knew what I wanted to do. It was very specific. I went to school and I took painting and drawing and filmmaking. And I've been lucky enough to survive off my creativity. That's who I am. That's what I do. No other jobs. I've always written or directed music videos, short films. I would direct traffic if I could. I love to direct.
That's awesome. And I did some research and try to go back to the past movies, but those three movies are like one of my top favorites from the last 3 or 4 years because of the purpose and the story and the meaning, of course. So, well, yeah.
So, yeah, so I guess the other thing as well, it's funny, I love to direct Hallmark movies, but I also team up with filmmakers that have a very unique voice. So I work with first-time directors, and if they have a great story and a unique voice, then I support them. And I also teach as well. So I love to
Nice.
mentor and take on, like new filmmakers. And I've learned a lot because I've been in the business a long time. So my philosophy is to be an open book, and help out as many people as I can, with their filmmaking dreams.
That's awesome. I really appreciate for all of you do and all of your directing and hard work and talent with the whole team making one spectacular movie.
Oh, thanks. So when you watch the movie Reason for the Season, for me, that has my dream team behind the scenes. So my favorite cinematographer, the photographer, you will notice is excellent. It is
Okay, I'll
really
keep an
good.
eye on. I'll watch that movie
Yeah,
very closely
very
and what to
closely.
see
Yes,
definitely.
it also sets. For me, we have to shoot very quickly. I have 15 days to prep and then 15 days to shoot. and it's so fast.
Kudos. I tell you to everything I get on my podcast. I'm like, kudos to do guy making movie magic in 15 days. A
Yeah.
minute like me as a teacher doing 15 IDPs in 15 days. Duh.
It's I call it a creative roller coaster to do it that quickly. And again, I have to move fast, but at the same time, I love to play. And it's all about getting the best performance. And in order to do that, it's all about trust with the actors. And again, that's why every time I work with Nikki DeLoche, we have the trust, and I just feel like it elevates everything because she's just so incredibly talented and good. And you know that too. It's very obvious. She's an amazing woman.
She's amazing. I mean, when I went to a band convention last Christmas, I mean, I knew who I was going to meet. I mean, I met Tyler handful of times, Andrew too, Paul too, that, and whatever. They will see me eventually. When I got into the line with Nikki, I was like, okay, I'll be okay, okay. I mean, she knows she's the queen of my home. She is one of the very few reasons how I got into Hallmark and why I like Hallmark movies. When I got to her, I was like, hey, Nikki. I was just like trying to, compose myself, and I was telling her about how her movies and her philosophy impact me and impact everybody. And I'm a special needs mom too, almost losing a child too, as she was too. She was like, I'm so sorry. I hope everything's okay. And she was like, I heard I was like, okay. So I'm excited to see her again this summer and just pick up where we left off. So she is genuinely something special, and everybody lucky to have her in their life or to know her.
Yes. Yeah, she's amazing. So do you watch Hallmark? They have more movies coming out. So every weekend you watch the premieres
Yeah,
as much as you
I
can?
have, yeah, I have my Hallmark review book. I have my list of what I'm gonna do. I try to watch it, and it was something that I can't do right away. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch that tomorrow because I can't just like focus. Just don't take time. So I will do a review. I will like positive about it. Yes, I do everything a week. I just sit down. If I don't have to work at my part-time job, I'm a Hallmark. I'm
Wow.
focusing on my podcast. I'm focusing on the Hallmark movies. My kids are fine. Hey, man, can we do something today? We can do anything all day long, but we can't do anything at 6 or 7 p.m. Hallmark. I'm like, hey, tonight will be Tyler's movie, okay? Or tonight will be Nicky's movie. Or tonight, this is the movie I've been looking forward to. So I'm gonna be like last night's movie. It's the season to be Irish with Fiona
Yes.
Government and I don't know how to say his name. Ewan Macken. Oh my God, I liked him in the TV show La Brea. That movie was
Yeah.
good. A lot of people are like, it's another flip the house kind of thing. I don't care about that. I should care about this. It was really, really good. But out of the 4 movies this weekend, there were 2 5-star movies. Other
Oh,
ones
wow.
like 4, 3.5. So I
Yep.
tried to be honest about me because not everybody gonna like it. But I'm like, I'm sorry you don't like that movie, but I love it. He's one of the reasons why I love it. Okay? And the Irish boys, hmm,
Nice. I Hey, I'm curious. Do you like when Nikki DeLoche works with um Andrew Walker, but on my movie she worked with Warren Christie. Do you prefer Andrew Walker or Warren Christie? Because I felt that she had amazing chemistry with Warren Christie. Like with when they first met, like you had to buy into the love at first sight, and I thought they really sold that. Very good chemistry.
To be honest with you, Nikki worked with anybody.
Yeah, it's
There's,
true.
there's no, I'm
Yep.
sorry. There's no bad. Oh no, why is she with that guy? No. Andrew Walker, Warren Christie. I was like, oh, that is a new couple. Oh my God. I'm gonna like that movie. Please don't fail me. I love how they like accidentally meet or accidentally run by each other. I mean, Nikki worked with everybody. I can't think of a bad actor or a
Yeah.
leading actor that can. No, Nikki should not be with that person ever again. No, I can't. She worked really well with any leading actor or supporting actress with her sister, cousin, best friend.
She she brings out the best in everybody. That's Nikki. And it's funny, when I shoot these movies, I have to shoot them in the summer. So everything is fake snow, s- fake snow blankets, styrofoam snowmen, very hot. Like uh, uh we shot our holiday story in a heat wave. So the train was an oven.
Oh no, Pete, do they have
Yeah,
ice
it was
packed in them
yeah, with
and all of that?
the sweaters and everyone's like sweating and it was so hot. But Nikki never complains.
Okay, she would not. She would make a work.
It's always
Uh,
yeah, this next one that plays on Thursday, A Reason for the Season. Again, it's I had a dream team behind it, and it's really great snow. We had to shoot it in like July, but the details to make it seem really, really cold, even though it was the summer, fantastic. I can't wait for you to see it.
I can't wait. I'm gonna be like, okay, let's see what happened. But yeah, I'm just amazed at how people were able to tolerate any Christmas movie to the summer because, of course, the majority of Christmas movies are shot in the summer in the hot location or actually in Canada, but not too hot or
Yeah.
too cold. So I'm just like, I don't know how you do it, but you make it look believable. But some of the movies I was like, that was shot in the summer. I talked with Andrew about that. He was sweating buckets on that hood, but it was so real. I was like, is that real now? Or, but it's just amazing how they are able to make it. And
It's always fun because one direction when I'm shooting is all snow, and on the reverse, it's like green trees and green fields and apple trees. We could be shooting in a park surrounded by green hills, but one direction in that little frame is just like all decorated with like white snow and Christmas.
don't
Very
go right, don't go left, stay there. We don't need to see the background. Okay.
We always have the issue of someone wearing shorts or a t-shirt walking by in the distance. So you have to tackle them and pull them out of the frame very quickly.
Did that ever happen to any of the movies? I would have to watch the movie very close to them. And that was Jason talking about, I see someone in the short in the background.
It's fun. I'm happy that I get the opportunity, honestly, to direct and play and work with such amazing people. And you get a chance to watch my work. I find when I work as an independent filmmaker, it's so hard to get eyes on my work. And when I do my small movies that mean a lot to me, sometimes it's to find an audience is very difficult. Yet I do a Hallmark movie, I can have 3 million people watch it in one night.
Yeah,
It's
a lot of people don't realize how many small films could have an impact. There's a couple of, I'm still learning the film industry because I know some directors don't only direct Hallmark movies, they also direct or produce smaller, not popular films. So I'm trying to get myself involved the more that I see outside. Okay, I don't want to see the Hallmark directing practice because that's too amazing or too perfect. I want to see something they direct that is the meaningful, so serious, and people need to pay more attention to it because that could happen pretty much anywhere in the world. I mean, like with abuse or grief or drug or any type of thing, people don't really realize that I'm not watching that. That's too traumatic or too triggering. But
Mm,
also at the same time, it could be somewhat healing because we thought, oh, someone went through that. I went through that too, and help each other out.
exactly. And I still love, I'm hoping I can continue directing Hallmark movies and at the same time doing my festival movies. As I said, sometimes with first-time directors, because I also like to produce.
Nice, that's awesome. Well, I appreciate how do the work with the first time director and becoming a mentor, helping yourself and helping them thrive as they become successful in their directing experience.
Yes. Yeah, that's my goal. As I said, it's always been my philosophy, and it's the way I was brought up. So the more people that make movies, and I think like Hallmark movies, movies that make us smile, that give us a big hug. I truly feel we need more movies like that right now. So yeah, so let me know what you think of my next one. I'm so interested because you're
Definitely. I
see all of
will,
them. So
definitely, I
yeah.
will do all the reviews. I'm like, hey, here you go. Let me know what you think. All right, we're gonna start wrapping up. So normally I give all of my guests an opportunity to interview me. So anything you want to know about me or anything you're curious about, ask away.
Oh, for you. Okay, so what do you teach?
I teach really, I'm a special education teacher, so I don't really technically teach a specific subject. I teach range, so I teach any, we teach or support in any kind of subject in high school. So I've been teaching high school for the last 5 years. I was in elementary school for about 5 or 6 years in two different states. And then, of course, I was the last person hired at the elementary school, so I look at the seniority. So they like, we need help over at the high school. I'm like, me teach high school? I told myself growing up I would love to be a teacher, but not high school, not college. Here I am, 5 years in high school, and I love it. The only one reason why I love teaching high school is I could talk back with my students. And if they give me smack, I give them smack back.
Wow, high school, like for me when I was in high school, I was in visual arts. It was in theater. I love theater, I love visual arts, and that had a big effect on me. So I had good teachers in high school, and good teachers made all the difference. I had an English teacher who taught me how to write and really pushed me as a writer. And I'm sure you do the same with your students. You give them a big push. I'm
But
sure you have
man, if you don't do
favorites.
this, you don't succeed. And I don't succeed. So we're gonna put each other, we're gonna succeed together because I grew up creative like you. I mean, I like to draw, I like to paint, so I'm a good artist in some way. I'm also creative in writing. My daughter, she's a freshman in high school. We're both on the creative side. Poetry, short stories, comic, or I'm in the process of writing a book. So it's been a practice, but I'm doing it and I feel good about it.
We're very much alike. We both love the work we do.
Definitely, definitely. Any other questions you want to know?
I think it's wonderful that you're doing this podcast. How long have you been doing this for?
A little over a year, but past 1 year this April.
Nice. And you've had a chance to interview, you've had Nikki on your show?
Oh yeah. Yeah, thank you to one of my dear friends, Benjamin Aries. He put in a good word for her. That she's interested. I was like, oh my God. So we had to like make the schedule work, but I know she's busy and her plate is full. So I work with her. Okay, we'll set up for this day. And then like a couple of weeks later, like maybe 2 or 3 days before, unfortunately she had something come up. I'm like, that's absolutely fine. But I was able to interview her. Yeah, we should have a really nice, fun, heartfelt conversation about her movies, about her role as a mom, and about why Hallmark is so special to everybody in the world and why everybody needs Hallmark in their life. That it was a really special podcast episode for me. So I really was just like, start for a week or 2 weeks.
I worked with Benjamin. I worked with Benjamin on a science fiction movie called Termination Point. And it was Benjamin and Jason Priestley. And they got into a gunfight, and Jason Priestley shot him.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that movie. Okay.
It was we made it back in 2007, so quite a while ago. And I also worked with Benjamin on the Chronicle Mysteries. They were movies with Alison Sweeney. Also Hallmark.
Oh
Hallmark.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
that was also a good theory too. At first I was like, I don't know, but if Brandon in, I'm gonna give it a try. I watched out, okay, not too bad. At first, like at the beginning, I wasn't all into Hallmark and mysteries because they were like all over the place. There was always something different. So I was like, okay. So I started getting to it. I was like, okay. She's over there. He's over there. I'm gonna give it a try. So her American mysteries are picking up the pace, picking
Yes.
up their likeliness. Sometimes they were just a hit or a miss. But so far, I like all the new mysteries that are coming out. Some of them I'm like, need a
Yeah.
little more work. But yeah, that was a really good series.
Nice. Would you ever write a script? You know Hallmark, you know the model. Would you ever write a Hallmark script?
I have not. Because, to be honest with you, I don't know how.
You could
I
learn
wouldn't mind, but where I start. I don't know how to start. Or
You know what? The best advice I was ever given as a writer is write what you know. And I'm sure you have very amazing stories that are funny and creative and heartfelt. I just sense that you would be a very good writer.
I'll be a writer, and then if it becomes a movie, you're gonna be my director, and then we'll come up with a whole dream team.
Yes. And then you hire me.
Definitely, well,
Yeah. And Jill produces.
yes. On the company, if we ever have any bad actors in the movie.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you again, Chase. And if there's no other questions or comments, I want to thank you for all your time coming on the Cat Chat podcast, talking about your world of directing, and talking about your experiences with two, three, or more movies that we individually discussed in here tonight.
Oh, thank you so much, Kat. And thanks for having me on the show. And I hope you enjoy A Reason for the Season this Thursday night.
I think I will have Kevin in it. So, who's that
Kevin.
Kevin that not disappoint? The Heidi. All right.
Thank
Take
you so
care.
much.
Have a great night.
Bye, Kat. Bye, Jill.
Bye.
Bye.